shaping our nation's future. The framework we are launching today embodies the spirit of partnership and collective action, recognizing that progress is a shared responsibility. Our nation is at a pivotal juncture where every decision must prioritize the well-being of our citizens and the planet as a whole. This framework is a roadmap for engaging stakeholders across all sectors. Fostering dialogue and driving meaningful action. It represents a new chapter in our nation's history that is built on the principles of inclusivity, equity, and sustainability. Our nation, the key objectives of this committee will be based on inclusive decision-making in ensuring that diverse voices are heard and valued in national development processes. Collaborative governance by way of fostering partnerships between government, civil society, the private sector, sustainable development partners, by prioritizing the well-being of both the people and the community at large, and also empowering citizens by way of creating opportunities for active participation and engagement. As we embark on this journey, we are not just building a framework, we are building a movement that celebrates diversity, promotes social justice, and drives innovation. I urge all stakeholders to therefore embrace this initiative so that we can work together and strive to excellence in all endeavors. Let us harness the power of collective action to create a brighter future for our nation. And together, we can achieve greatness and build a society that is just, equitable, and prosperous for us all. In conclusion, I hereby inaugurate the committee. Thank you.
So I warmly welcome all of you to this important occasion. It's a moment that marks the beginning of a bold, purposeful journey towards an inclusive governance and a national transformation under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's a privilege and a profound honor to stand before you today as we inaugurate the National Stakeholders Engagement Framework Committee. It's a critical vehicle for delivering the voice, presence, and the impact of federal government to the very heart of our communities. Today is not just a ceremony, it's a call to serve. It's a call to innovate, and it's a call to rise to the occasion and be part of something greater than ourselves. This framework is more than just a document. It's a blueprint for action and a guide for engagement. As a promise to our people, it reflects our collective commitment to ensure that no voice is left unheard and no community is left behind, and every citizen feels seen, valued, and empowered. We are inviting you, our partners, our fellow nation builders, to walk this path with us. The path of collaborative governance, where government, civil society organizations, the private sector work as one. The path of inclusive decision-making, where every voice counts. The path of sustainable development, where we prioritize the well-being of our people and the environment. And most importantly, the path of citizens' empowerment, when every Nigerian is given the opportunity to contribute meaningfully to our shared future. As a member of this pioneering committee, you carry a responsibility, not just to represent your ministries or your agencies, but to inspire, not just to inform, but also engage. You are the bridge between the policy and the people, and also between the government and also the grassroots. Let us take this responsibility with courage, with commitment, and with clarity of purpose. Let us build a movement that fosters trust, drive impact, and
on and on and on and on. So you're like, what are they going to do to bring governance to the grassroots when there is already grassroots governance or government, and it is called local government? They are the ones to bring governance to the grassroots. Do you get that now? Their job is not to bring governance to the grassroots. Their job is to be mobilized so that they can then mobilize those that will also mobilize and tell everybody that if Tinubu is a lifesaver or lifesaver, and no matter what anyone says to them, right? In 2027, with this Ankara, 5,000 naira, 5 kg bag of rice, maybe 5 kg bag of semo, empowerment here and there, like grinding machine, you know. Tinubu won't have to kind of like lift a limb. So no matter what people are saying they are going through, it is this same set of people that will tell you how much Tinubu has kind of like helped them or made them, or if not for Tinubu, right? Maybe Nigeria would have been worse than this. And then you will be asking yourself like, this is not jazz, eh? If I say that they use jazz for these are people, the same people that are suffering, though they cost Tinubu. Our election remains just 2 months. All of them don't change you. What the heck? That is the job of this committee. Oh, listen to this part.
Present in implementing some of the decision and the project. With the caliber of the people that are in this committee, I'm confident enough that we are going to deliver. Having said that, and my takeaway from the recent presentation about the inclusivity. Inclusivity is very, very key. Whenever you are doing community engagement is all about building relationship and building, collaborating among the stakeholders in the community, among the members in the community to achieve, to listen to them so that you can deliver their mandate. And community engagement, it has to be a kind of demand-driven approach to development, whereby a community can be on a driver's seat. Community should take the lead for sustainability. Why? Because I'm talking based on experience. I have experience in working in development project. I work in a project that called Community-Based Poverty Reduction Project in Yobe State in 2001 as a project officer. It's the project that federal government rated the project highly satisfactory because of the approach, its bottom-top approach to development, whereby it will engage all community through participatory rural appraisal. And it is the project that gives birth to community and social development project, and also scale up to NG Cares, which is now Dr. Abaje is chairing as a coordinator. The project is rated highly satisfactory. So the point I'm trying to make here, you can see what makes that project success is all about engaging and involving and giving a community priority to be on a driver's seat, to identify, engage them in decision making right from the planning, designing up to implementation and the monitoring. But if you didn't engage them, there is no way that the project will be sustainable. So that's the extent I want to commend my sister for involving me in this committee. Why? Because this framework, if you didn't engage person with disability, it will be inconclusive. We are going to declare it inconclusive. Having said that, there is relationship, community engagement in relation. I want to talk of community engagement in relation to the person with disability, which refer to the process of involving and empowering individuals with disability, their families, and their community in decision process. Program development
of our grading leaders. Oh, Thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that we have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agent, i.e., the police.
So, a man with a disability was drafted into the committee, and it is like, from what I gathered, right, it is a group of well-represented where every constituency is represented. Their job is very straightforward. So even the physically challenged who suffers more in a system where there is no welfare system, no kind of like a good medical system that cares for some of their needs. That same system that is so hostile to them, you will still see them championing the cause of the rogues and the responsible. All it takes is just bring people with disability into the committee. That's a job for him. And that job is for him to be a role model to people like himself or herself, so that when you are in that state of that disability, see, physical disability is even understandable. We have a lot of Nigerians who have mental disability and they don't even know. You just need them to open their mouth and say something, and you'll be like, what happened? I say, sorry, we sorrow saying, have you ever been in that situation? Where everyone is trying to kind of like figure out a solution to something. And then just one person will just say something and everybody will just be like, sorry, who be that madman? We just talk now. That kind of thing. Like, who be that mad person? And suddenly this person will just keep quiet because they know they are a mad person, right? And we relay you. Right? So that's the kind of situation you have in that contraption where people with a mental disability, a lot of us didn't even grow well. We probably would kind of like disagree, but you will understand with me, right? There are some kind of like, balanced diet, proteins and other stuff that were supposed to help you develop your brain properly. So when you listen to some Nigerians, when they say something to you, I'm just going to be like, God, I hope this is not the same kind of brain you take Crossroad. How you take live this long? How old are you? So I'm 26. 26! Wow! And at this same brain you take Crossroad all this while. Hey! How you get luck, and nobody with this kind of brain of yours should be able to live long on their own without help. So when you see the physically challenged, who themselves are actually treated by a rotten system that doesn't give a damn about them, then you still see one or two of them ready to cosplay, to cosplay for criminal politicians because of inclusivity. They have been included. If you want it to look perfect, put somebody who will be physically disabled person, and the rest of them can be mentally disabled people. And they will push the agenda for you. You get what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? You agree with me that there are some people that will say certain things. Nobody knows everything, okay? But you hear some people, they will just say some certain things, just be like, problem, say, wow. Say, kilo happen. Say, God is gracious. So, say, kilo shele, what's happen? when I hear that, you see that woman, wait a second. When the woman opened her mouth and started talking, that is when I appreciate that God exists. Because nobody with such brain, such mentality, they're not supposed. You know, if you get that kind of brain, the crossroad, because you know correct, right? How are you going to be crossing road and not get knocked out? Knocked down. Sure you get. So majority of us have been in that situation before. And yeah, very awkward, right? So leaving the people who are going to do the grassroots work for Tinubu, the people that some of you are going to later think about Najas. Yeah, you are going to come back here and say, now, Baba, it's not ordinary, now voodoo. Baba, they tell you, say Nigeria. Tell me, man. Nigerians, I know person where they do jazz for Tinubu. Yeah. Look at this, my ego. That Baba, they kill a whole human being like this. You go see them, they go bring virgin, they go bring it, they say, calm down. Alaye Megbengulo, sir, calm down. You know Nigerians now? By the time you begin to probe it, you will realize that it is actually the greed of the people, which they don't want to admit to. Now that one go be the voodoo. Daddy, baggy, you PDP ni. Are you the one sharing the APC rice? Esther, you are not about to say, no, see, calm down, you don't need to shout. You don't need to shout, okay? It's our money. It's our money. We are getting our money back from them. Esther, what do you mean you are getting? You are giving rice to people for APC so that they go. I can see you now. See, you are writing their names down, their voters card number. So you are helping APC. No. It's not like that. Do you get what I mean? Like, it is the greed of the people that makes it very easy for the rogues and the criminals that some of you believe are using jazz. Oh, Baba, jazz day. Jazz day. That thing work on me, sir. As I get to that police station like this, I was like, today, I read the Fatia, I read the Tabatia, Abi Wataba. Baba, that day I was spiritual. When they give me that voter's card like this, when they give me that voter, I was like, Subhanallah, when I wanted to vote for this another party like this, something just moved my finger. Just move. I was like, no, leave my finger. Just move my finger. I said, leave my finger. I just voted for Tinubu. Array. Now, spirit, move your finger. I'll be 5,000 naira. Now, spirit, move your finger when you wanted to vote like this after reading the Tabati Ada Abila Abi. Psalm 25, the Lord is your shepherd and the rest of that. But that moment, you're going to vet print by move any. But you don't go understand. I understand, Aboki. I understand. There's no voodoo anywhere. So those who are going to move in those stipends, those distraction and all of them, those are the committees you are seeing. So, and of course, yeah, Tinubu has awarded enough elephant projects that he himself he has put the end date or completion date to 2032, 2031, 2035. And the base is going to be paid from now for another maybe 40 years or 50 years. When Tinubu himself is probably back to Guinea. He's a Guinean. Now that is not a joke. That's true. Tinubu is not just a Nigerian. Just like Bokwari, the son of Baboni Pepeyeri, because that's Bokwari's father, who used to come from Niger Republic. He would trek down straight to today's Katsina. And that was where he met Bokwari's mom. And that's how Bokwari came to be. And he spoke a lot about his father, who is a pigeon farmer. I mean, Pepeye is not pigeon. No, pigeon is a yellow. Pepeye is what is Pepeye again? Anyway, even our dog can be now. Anyway, similarly, Tinubu is said to be a Guinean. he is a Guinean, and that, like I said, it's not a makeup, right? Even though somebody said the citizenship has expired because the passport is expired, I was like, oh my God. I wish when my Nigeria passport expires, my citizenship has expired, and I'll just go somewhere and say, I don't have a country anymore. I say, really? Why? I say, because my passport expired. I don't have a country anymore. That could be something, but yeah, that's what the lawyers in Nigeria, the senior advocate of nuisance, they call them SAND, in Nigeria. That's what they said when they were defending this Tinubu, a Guinean, But let's put that aside. Okay, it's like everybody is stuck with him, at least for now. I said this many months ago. Like I said that the moment Tinubu manages to capture your system, now only as Arailu can capture it for him. You get what I mean? So now till then,